where they are, and we got off at the same time, which gave me a really solid the heavy legs and get back in the lead.
You've had a major endurance focus on your training throughout this CrossFit Games season. I'm curious, do you think 2025 Tia would have fared better than any other version of yourself on this event?
Yeah, I think so. I definitely think that my running is stronger than what it has been in the past. And that's just purely like you said, I have been running a lot this year, and it's definitely been a nice change for the body. And you know, we'll see for the rest of the weekend if it has you know, changed anything else in my abilities. But I definitely think that I would have given previous Tia athlete a run for her money.
Well, it paid off with 100 points here at event number 1. Tia, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Congrats to Team Claire Toomey. Here's a number for you, 55. 55 event wins at the CrossFit Games as an individual for Team Claire Toomey.
That number doesn't even seem right.
Yeah, that's scary. I think it's also scary that she said that her running is stronger than it was in the past, because she was already significantly better than most people. So it's scary what she does.
And it's also interesting to see is that she almost got out of her own game plan because she was so frustrated of where she was and that she took off so early. A little bit outside of extra 42 wins. Sorry. 42 wins.
And again,
still ridiculous.
Completely irrational. Again, in my mind, 42 event wins. As of course we're watching these champs be champs. They're already onto their cooling down. They're getting their mind and their body prepared for event 2 to come. But even in that interview, Tia alluding to the fact that you don't have control over what other competitors do. Jeff shared the same thing. Hey, I wanted to see what the boys would do. The boys came out to compete. They held faster paces than I thought. I almost packed it in right. But what you're getting a layer into, which Mike is so good at unveiling this mindset of these athletes as he gets into these interviews, is that there's levels even to the achievement that we see here. It's not just physical prowess. These athletes that we often see at the top of the podium are also the most intelligent and self-aware in the competition field.
So Jeff Adler and Tia Toomey talking to Dave Castro, the director of the CrossFit Games, who concocted this event. As on the right side of your screen, I believe that's Bronislaw Reynolds. Should be your last male athlete still out on the course.
Chase, anyone still moving on the course? As we understand, true fitness has a compromise, right? Anyone still moving on that course is really excited about maxing out that backstroke. Let's just be honest.
Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
It's give and take.
It's a little
give and take.
And a little take. And anyone that's still out there is likely really excited about the back squat. And they knew this wasn't going to be their cup of tea. But Bronislaw got some of the best looking calves I've ever seen in sports overall. And so he's happy to get that run all wrapped up.
Big Bron is in. Qualified earlier this year. 36 years old, he's competed in the Masters division as well.
It's amazing. Amazing to have that qualification under your belt to be in the 35 to 39 age group category in the pursuit to be the fittest on earth, and then be able to still punch your ticket here in this division. It's phenomenal.
Well, you can see the teams on the left side waiting in the wings. Probably looking at body language and posture. Just all right. How bad was it?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Getting one that's coming off the field. Yeah.
We're doing that with every heat that goes on, every workout. We're like, what do they look like? What's going on? People will tell you too. They're like, that sucked. No, that was great. It'll be easy.
You were walked off and they're like, oh, so bad.
You can't always trust them when they say it's easy.
Last athlete on the course. the conversation, like they didn't row enough earlier.
Right.
As the individuals will wrap here, and Jeff Adler took the games in 2023, did not compete in 2024, and he is back on top. Jeff Adler, first place. Should be Roman taking second overall with Ricky in third. And what a way to kick things off.
It was an amazing way to kick things off. People look at this event and they're like, oh man, this is going to be long and arduous. No, it was exciting all the way through. Even seeing Ricky stumble there into the ropers, this was a competition. Even if he could get settled into this rope pace in the 3K right in the middle, the most efficient and effective way. We saw Tia Claire Toomey come out hot, but we saw Roman Krenikov take the lead through that long row, which we expected a little bit, but it was Jeff Adler knowing, trusting, and being very predictive in the way that he passed Roman there in the final stretch for the big dub to start the event.
And Adler takes it for the men, but on the women's side, we thought it would be a much bigger gap, but it turned out to be a pretty good race.
Yes, we had Amy Kringle right behind Tia Claire Toomey once we got off the rower, but the champ being the champ, and she got to the rower first after this 4 miles of running, and are we impressed? Absolutely. Are we shocked? No. But we see right here as Amy Kringle gets off and starts passing her just for a second. And then Tia's like, not in my house. Absolutely not. And we see she comes right through the finish line, walking through. A little high five to Ricky Higgins.
As you said it earlier, Tia Claire Toomey gets her 42nd event win here at the CrossFit Games. The next closest individual female is Amy Thorsdottir at 14. That is the dominance we see here from Tia Claire Toomey. We are not done with Jennings Landing. The teams will be up next, but the individuals are done. Stay tuned for team action here for the 2025 CrossFit Games. These two have histories in the reps, 100 pounds.
Crowded house of that dumbbell.
Is there enough time for Ricky?
These two athletes are training partners who are way back.
There's a window. Final rep for Ricky. Can he get in? Heat number 3 underway. Jeff Adler face to face with Roman Krenikov. These two have history. Roman is going to try to see if he can get the best of Jeff this year. 20 wall walk buy-in to start.
And again, shame on us for only watching this visually. If you've never done a wall walk, go try one right now in your living room. You don't need to take lines, you don't need anything. Put your hands on the ground and walk your feet on the wall.
Maybe take your socks off.
Apologize to your mother later or your wife, sir. But, guys, this is extremely taxing on the midline and the shoulders, and that's going to come into play with the grip fatigue and the blood that goes into the arms. It's going to certainly interfere with the shoulder overhead, the double under, and the toe mark. And you bet, yes, this was all considered when they designed this test.
Jason Hopper leading early. Athletes will do 10 wall walks on the first wall. Finish up with 10 on the second wall. We see in about 1:35 is the fastest split time here. However, we haven't seen the first person off the wall be first person across the finish line yet.
It's true. You got to pace it just so you know. You got to make sure that you save the right amount of energy in order to execute strong towards the end.
Time to beat up the left corner of your screen. Justin Daris, 606.81.